Welcome to Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. I am your host, Anthony Sykes. Hello, everyone. This is Anthony Sykes, and you're on the Sykes Accounting Radio Show. We're on the Rant Radio Network, and I invite you to give us a call at 855-969-7268 or 855-693-4897. Now, in my continuing, mission to bring you, if you're starting business or starting a business, thinking about a business, or looking to improve your business, those aspects that you as a entrepreneur or a budding entrepreneur might need. Today our guest is from U.S. Bank, and we're going to cover a wide range of subjects in terms of what a small business needs to do. Now, joining me to my left here is Mr. Tanner Gish.
That's right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Great. Yeah. First of all, again, I want to say, Anthony, thank you so much for having me on the show. I've been so interested to see your investment in businesses and those in the community, and really glad to be a part of that. But a little bit about myself. I'm the branch manager with U.S. Bank here locally in the Whittier, Santa Fe Springs area. And a big part of what I do is exactly what we're going to be talking about today, which is how do we help businesses and business owners achieve their dreams. And a big part of that every business owner knows is in order to sometimes get over that hump or to get to the next level is getting access to capital to infuse into that business to make these dreams happen and sometimes take things to the next step. So that's a big part of what I do. Actually, although I manage the branch, a big part of what I do on a daily basis is going out and getting to connect with business owners here in the community, and at least having an ear for what are the different challenges, what are the different opportunities, and what sort of confidence do business owners have in our economy and as well as in their own business going forward.
Okay. Well, before we get too far in it, tell us, where is your branch located? We want to find you.
Oh, great. That would definitely be helpful. So my branch is located in Whittier, off of Whittier Boulevard and Painter. For those who are familiar with the area, that's near the Quad Shopping Center. Mm-hmm.
Phone number?
562-698-2525.
Okay. Now, the economy's starting to recover, and it's all uneven and so on. But what I want to know, and what a lot of my viewers probably want to know, what makes a good loan customer? What do you look for? Nothing, real specific or so on, but what makes it work?
That's a great question, and something that many people, especially if they haven't been owners of their business for a very long time, don't always have a clear understanding of that. When it comes to people asking, so what does it take to get approved for a loan, especially for business credit? I like to boil it down to there's kind of 5 C's that you have when it comes to credit and to loans. First one being capacity. Does the cash flow and the historical income of the business show that this business and the owner will have the capacity to make whatever the payment is for the amount of capital they're hoping to get access to? Second would also be credit. Both the individual's credit history as well as the businesses, depending on the loan type, depending on the product, definitely will have an impact on getting a feel for historically how has this person been able to manage credit or loans or other forms of capital that have been granted to them. Character, that may seem similar to credit, but that also goes into a little bit broader perspective. What is the nature of the industry that somebody's involved in? Outside of that, are there any sort of things in their past, even outside of credit, that may be coming into the picture that could suggest that this person is, especially a good candidate to get access to capital, or maybe not? Maybe there's liens. Maybe there's things like that may be on their history. Capital. Often, if somebody's going to be purchasing, say, a vehicle or equipment or something like that, as many people know, in like buying a home, you have to have that down payment. There are options where you don't, but oftentimes having necessary capital to put up down front, depending on the type, is something important to keep in mind. And then also collateral. Is there some sort of collateral that will often be there in place to secure whatever funds are being granted to the business? And there actually are options in small business, even in this day and age, where you can actually have what would be called unsecured loans. So in terms of collateral, that does exist as an option, for the different business owners and the different needs a business may have.
Okay, all right. So I guess if you have that, then you have a good chance. What businesses work best, or do you take a close look at the business, or do you really need to know about it?
Great question. You mentioned this question, what makes a good loan customer for a bank? You could also switch that around and, well, what's a good bank for your business? And every good bank should take a personal interest in knowing not just about you, but about your business and about your goals. So an application for credit shouldn't just be a fill out a page and send it out. Your best chances of not only approval, but of really getting the type of capital or the type of line that's best suited to your needs is dependent upon that banker or that loan officer really understanding what your needs are, really understanding all the intricacies of your business and bringing that together. So definitely, it's absolutely something that they should know about. And just so I stay on track again, you said the question specifically was what should you tell your banker to exactly. So really, full disclosure is an important thing. It's funny. Just last week, I was visiting a customer of ours. He owns a good amount of commercial property, and was telling me about banking back in the olden days and when things were settled on a handshake. And he was talking about how there was this perception that you had to come in almost like you were going into a casino or something. Like you had to have your right poker face, and how you presented or how you pitched would affect whether you're on this banker's good side or bad side to get access to something. Again, could just be his experience. But no, really holding things back or trying to paint an ideal picture, being honest, being upfront is your best option. I can tell you, every banker wants to help you. We all want to make loans. But the more information you provide allow us to navigate what will be your best options in getting the kind of approvals you need, instead of maybe initially going down a road with only partial information where we may ultimately have to make a change or do a 90-degree turn here when other things pop up. And when you do loan applications, things about your business and things about your history do come up. So clear, transparent communication is important, and you should feel like you're getting that from your banker too. You shouldn't feel like there's surprises. As they ask questions, they should also provide you feedback and really help kind of guide you by the hand to show you, okay, what the steps of going through this process would look like, and absolutely what your experience and your access to any sort of capital will look like once an approval is granted.
Okay, all right. Well, now we get to, because on almost every corner there is a bank, what makes yours different? And in particular, in that system of U.S. Bank, what makes your branch better?
Great question. So U.S. Bank, and I think specifically you and I are both in the Southern California market. We've only been in Southern California for about the last decade, but I would be remiss in not mentioning that we're now in August. Last month, we actually celebrated U.S. Bank's 150th anniversary.
Wow.
So while the Civil War cannons were in the middle of blasting and blazing, and America was, still emerging as an industrial nation, U.S. Bank came on the scene. And over time, we've been able to expand to markets like those here in Southern California. And I think a big part that what makes U.S. Bank important today is actually the focus on the small business customer. Now, many people will say that, but there's many initiatives that the bank has embarked upon over the last decade to be a part of that. That includes putting specialists who are specifically trained within the realm of understanding small business and small business credit and deposit needs that will handle specifically a business and not a consumer. Having somebody really trained with that expertise at our branches is something that's been happening more and more so. Also, as I mentioned, as a branch manager, I don't sit back with kind of the coffee and the newspaper in the morning and see who rolls into the branch. My role is to be out there in the community, out there, trying to get in front of people with questions about banking like today, and to make sure we can be proactive in providing answers and providing information. Another example of that, U.S. Bank actually offers a free resource, and not just to our customers, but a free resource actually to all business owners, and it's a website. It's called usbankconnect.com. And this website provides you resources for not just how do I prepare for banking things, what would make me a good loan customer, like our first question, but also resources from different entrepreneurs, different leaders on, management, people leadership, as well as financial leadership and thought leadership, resources on the direction of our economy, all there for really your reading and hopefully for your benefit. Probably one of the coolest things with that is every year U.S. Bank actually does a survey, again, not just of our customers, but of business owners throughout our 25-state footprint, and ask them questions like, so where do you see the state of the economy going? Where will your business, do you anticipate hiring more next year? Do you anticipate laying off next year? And really trying to get a pulse for where business confidence is in our government, in our economy, but also very much we ask questions, what sort of confidence do you have in your bank? And the U.S. Bank's proactive about getting that information and being able to share it with you, and also to share it with us so we can better be there to meet your needs.
Okay, 30 seconds left here before the break. Let's give them how they can reach you again and give them that U.S. Bank connection.
Absolutely. So again, my name's Tanner, branch manager with U.S. Bank in Whittier, 562-698-2525. And that website is www.usbankconnect.com. Great resource. I hope you can enjoy it.
Okay. Well, we still have 10 seconds here before we go into the break. You're listening to the www.rantradionetwork.com. I'm Anthony Sykes, and let's give us a call if you have a question, 855-969-7268. We'll see you after the break. You're listening to the Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. We'll be right back.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.agrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Ticketsurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. Ticketsurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4199.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
We are the Three Guys Rant
With Arvin, Mike, and Phil. Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69-THE-3-GUYS.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's. The other one's illiterate.
You really should listen, then you never know what's going to happen.
855-69-3-GUYS. G-U-Y-S and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
Welcome to Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. I am your host, Anthony Sykes. Everybody, you're on the Rant Radio Network. I'm Anthony Sykes, and we're with Tanner Gish of U.S. Bank. And we were talking about, before I do that, give us a call at 855-96-7268. We were talking about the bank, what makes his bank different than any other bank. And another question to toss in on that is, why would someone want to come into your branch as opposed to any of the other branches? So take it away there.
Great. Thank you so much, Anthony. And as we were talking about during the break, you're right. There are branches on almost any corner of, commercial lot or shopping center these days. So how does somebody really exercise discernment in picking one that's going to be best for their needs? And actually, something that's very true is, what makes one bank different from another? Don't they all offer checking accounts? Don't they all offer loans, mortgages for the most part? That's really true. I think what really will distinguish a good bank from a bank that's not in the same category, or I would say also what I think distinguishes our bank and specifically my branch that I work to really maintain to these standards, is what does the customer experience look like when you come into the branch? I think that is really the most differentiating factor. Obviously, rates, obviously familiarity with certain types of industries. If you're looking at it from a business owner perspective, is important. What sort of expertise do they have? But again, I think that all funnels into what would my experience be like if I were to walk into these doors and go and to sit down in a desk. How much would I enjoy the experience of this banker trying to allow me to achieve my dreams? And there's a relentless amount of observing and coaching and feedback that I do with my staff. And I would definitely invite you or anyone else here to come on in and, hold me to that hopefully it's an experience that absolutely meets your standards for making you feel special, that your business is important to the bank when you come in. That's absolutely what we look to achieve with all of our customers.
Okay, now, I've just walked through the door of your bank, so what happens after that?
Great. So you walk through the door of our bank. You'll immediately be greeted by one of our bankers. We keep those desks close to the door for that reason. And I imagine you'd probably come in saying, hey, I'm here to ask about, in our conversation, say business, right? I'm thinking about a business loan. Who do I talk to?
Okay.
Well, you would immediately be taken either to myself or to, as I had kind of mentioned earlier, many of our branches are equipped with small business specialists and bankers who specifically go through training to meet the very specific needs of small business owners. At that point, we sit down, and really that's where the conversation begins. And as I talked about earlier, transparency and relationship is just as important now in banking as ever. Although we're in a digital age and there's more things that we do online, take deposits with our cell phone, and sometimes it feels like they can cut out the personal element. When it comes to your business, something you've invested that much in, you really want a relationship. You want a partner who understands you and can go forward. And from there, it's really, tell me about your business. And I know that's a question that few business owners, won't hesitate to go ahead and tell me the story about their vision and the blood, sweat, and tears they put into building it. And after getting an idea at the upper level of what the vision is, then we kind of filter in. We get to some of the more specific questions that we had kind of talked about a little bit earlier, the 5 C's of credit, what exactly are your goals, and we develop a customized plan for you. Another reason I would say it's advantageous to go to a bank, and what we would absolutely do at my branch, is we don't want to just look at one piece of your pie or just one simple request. If I really believe that I'm in the business of dream making, I would love to learn not just about your small business, but I'd also love to learn about what's happening otherwise. Do you have kids that are on the threshold of being able to go to college soon? What's your financial plan for being able to make that dream a reality for them? Where are other ways that we can possibly help you save money? Ways that we as a business owner can add convenience and give you time. Oh, that's almost even more valuable than money sometimes these days. So really we like to holistically look at your entire picture and provide recommendations holistically for you. Business as well as personal, present as well as future, to be able to make sure that we've included all of your needs. That's the kind of thing that I think a good partner and a good relationship brings to the table. Absolutely, I know you know, Anthony, in your industry, being able to know everything about a customer and to not hold back any small amount of information and help that you can is what makes you successful, and is really what's going to create the best experience for your customers.
Okay, all right. Now, sort of switching gears a little bit. We all know in business, obviously the lifeblood is new customers, new clients, and so on. But when you're out there, I know in mine, I look for referral partners. I look for people who have a kind of database, just like I do, to leverage the amount of people that I can get to meet, or who sometimes pre-qualifies them, so that I'm not asking someone who is not thinking about going into business if they're going, or someone who doesn't have a tax problem if they have a tax problem. And how would you do that? How do you do that in your business? What makes a good referral partner?
Great. What makes a good referral partner? Great question. And as business owners, we all understand the value and the importance that comes with a good referral. Actually, accountants are phenomenal partners with banks. And especially, I feel like the more transparency and communication understanding there are between those sorts of partners, the better that we can be able to help our mutual clients, especially our business owners, achieve those different dreams. I know that you're excellent at being able to set the expectations because you understand what a bank looks for when somebody's looking for access to capital. And Anthony's been tremendous, I've seen, in helping many customers be able to, look at maybe their tax returns and where they've been showing their strength financially, and how to help them really represent the full vitality and the income and everything that a bank has to ensure that they're in a position to have convenient and great access to capital. So accountants and CPAs are phenomenal partners. And that would also apply not just to those that specialize in business, as I know you do, but even on the personal side as well. The more that any sort of accountants may understand us, understand where U.S. banks rates are in comparison to others in the industry, know where what the customer experience would look like. The more that we can help when they uncover a client that's at that particular life stage of needing a particular financial need met, that's a great partnership. And likewise, we like to refer back as well. Everybody needs that accountant to help them be prepared, to help them deal with Uncle Sam, especially as regulations increase, taxes increase. It's always a changing environment, and we rely on those experts. I don't have my CPA license to be able to know that I can trust our clients with someone who will definitely be looking out for their financial picture. Maybe mention just a couple more. Lawyers are also great. Specifically, due to the location of my branch and some of the communities we're close to, we have a lot of elderly customers, or those who maybe have mothers or fathers that are at a later stage of life. Things like trusts, estate planning, or, in worst case scenarios, dealing through probate are something where we definitely rely on attorneys or document preparers who are experts in their field to be able to guide our customers through a smooth experience, especially at a stage of life where emotions and other things can make it a difficult experience. So being able to entrust our clients to those who can help them at that stage, and as well as knowing that attorneys can then refer to us when it comes to protecting the assets and protecting the finances that the individuals may have in these sort of transactions, is a great relationship.
Okay. While you were talking about that, a thought came into my mind. Uh, it's always interesting. I like getting clients and watching their business grow, and I would imagine that you do too. A great customer client would probably be one who comes in and starts the business, and you add to that as they grow, and the different facets of that business, such as probably for retirement planning or helping to fund that, setting up their estate with an attorney, and then being able to hold those assets as it grows. All those things I would imagine that you can play a part of, because every business, the kernel of which is that you know what your business is, and you need to be able to find those tools, and not in I guess a negative sense, but the people that you use to help your business grow are tools in your business as you would use a partner. And these people all help your business grow so that you don't have to think about them. And if you do, then that takes you away from what you do best, and that is whatever your business is. And that's what a good bank should do, a good accountant or consultant also should do, is we keep you from having to worry about that, not necessarily keep you in the dark. That's not the thing. We keep you involved, but you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to do all the details. And that's what a partner should always do. Now we're coming up on there a little bit of a minute left, so let's tell them how they can reach you again and give them that website and all that other good stuff.
Great, absolutely. So again, I'm Tanner Gish, branch manager with U.S. Bank here in Whittier, California. You could reach me at area code 562-698-2525. You could also learn more about our bank at www.usbank.com, and as well as check out our free small business owner resource, which is www.usbankconnect.com. And I definitely would invite you to look into the free resources that are there. And again, not just on your financial side, but for management, leadership, developing a marketing plan. Resources are all there for you. That's how I'd love to be contacted and reached. Thank you.
You're listening to Rant Radio Network. I'm Anthony Sykes, and we'll be right back after the break. You're listening to the Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. We'll be right back.
Ticketsurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. Ticketsurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4199.
Dirty Truth Radio Show, where we'll be talking about relationships,
marriage,
how to have sex,
dating,
first dating,
what not to do while dating,
why middle-aged women are very easy.
Don't talk about sex on the first date.
Why shouldn't you?
Don't say X about on the first date.
Why religion should never be mentioned.
And demasculated.
And demasculated men.
Alpha males.
And alpha male. Why women love alpha males but won't admit it.
Yes, we do.
On Tuesdays from 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. only on RantRadioNetwork.com.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
You're listening to What Honesty Feels Like with Christine Sawicki, that airs every Tuesday from 8 to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can catch us on rantradionetwork.com. If you're one of the most successful people in the world, I want to talk to you. I want to know how you got there, where you're going, and who you're giving back to. So call me at 855-969-7268 and check in with me, the most successful people in the world.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmart, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
We are the Three Guys Rant.
With Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69 The Three Guys.
It's not the three guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's. The other one's illiterate.
You really should listen in. You never know what's going to happen.
855-69-3-GUYS. G-U-Y-S and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
Welcome to the Monster Marketing Group, your one-stop shop for all your marketing needs. Anything you need to make that marketing and advertising campaign stand out, we're your people. Concept, design, production, social media, anything that you can dream up, we're going to make happen for you. And we can do it in a very quick turnaround. Please give us a call at 888-49-MONSTER.
Welcome to Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. I am your host, Anthony Sykes. Welcome back, everyone. I'm Anthony Sykes. You're on the Rant Radio Network. Give us a call at 855-969-7268. My guest here is Tanner Gish from U.S. Bank, and we're talking about how his bank in particular can help you in your success. Now, one of the questions I wanted to talk about that I've had as an email coming in, and obviously I invite you all, if you have a question, to email me, and I'll answer that question on the following show. My email address is asykes, S-Y-K-E-S, at sykesaccounting.com. What would someone do before they apply for a loan? Now, what that means is what kind of preparation do they need to do, and even should they come to you? There are different types. We're looking at, a sophisticated person and an unsophisticated person, and at the break we talked about, well, maybe a bank is not where they should go if we're talking about an idea for venture capitalists. So go ahead and talk about that. What do we have?
Yeah, we definitely shared a laugh. I know I definitely enjoy a show out there that perhaps many of you have seen called the Shark Tank. Pretty exciting. It's there's some fun personalities on there, but basically what that is you have someone, a business owner, with essentially an idea, and that's pretty much it, that they're going ahead and pitching to venture capitalists, those who are often looking to acquire a great majority, if not nearly all of, even ownership share of your company, and basically the cost for getting access to capital. And I would say with the idea that's riskier, that's saying that there isn't an established history, you have a vision, and you're going for it. It could cost you as a business owner a lot of your ownership, a lot of your future say in the direction of a business in order to get things going. A bank or a financial institution definitely wants to keep you there at the helm. And as we talked a lot about, it's about analyzing your full picture. So, I'm a business owner. I'm looking for access to capital. What do I do to prepare for that? Well, preparation, just like the Boy Scout motto, is absolutely the key. And you need specialists. You need experts to be able to help you and to prepare for that. There's almost every lender is going to look at something that's called a cash flow ratio or something similar to that, which by simple definition just looks at, for every dollar you have coming in, how many dollars do you have going out? You'd have a tough time probably convincing even your grandma to lend you some money if you've got, $5 going out for every 50 cents you have coming in. So again, looking at the picture, is there, viability for this person to be able to, pay back any sort of obligation they get? Can they, with the amount that's entrusted to them, to expand? Historically, can they show that, yeah, they're in a safe place? No bank wants to risk somebody getting in the, a chance where there has to be any adverse action taken against that collateral for the business. We want you to keep it. You're the owner. So I think that's preparation by having someone like Anthony here, or any consultant or accountant who knows, all right, what does your industry look like? What sort of ratios are kind of the norm for your industry, and where do you stack and compare to that? What your specialist or expert can do is kind of help you maybe adjust to be prepared to kind of show the, really the creditworthiness and the ability to pay that would be necessary for you getting what you'd like. I kind of softball it back over to you, Anthony. I know that's your area of expertise, but yeah, maybe talk a little bit how you can beef up someone to be appropriate, a good fit for a loan, knowing what you know about their industry and about that particular business's individual history.
Okay, thank you. Well, now for the soft commercial here. As we all know, or as you know, and most of you out there may well know, once you fill out that application and you turn it in, it's in cement. And there's only you have to wait a period of time if you have been denied before you can reapply. What we do at Anthony Sykes and Company, we offer a free industry analysis. Basically, those averages that your industry uses. You can have that for free, and then if your business is below those averages, we can get into a little more detailed report. Now that one, of course, is not free, but we can help you bring your business into a line with something that will help you in getting that loan. And that's one of the things that we do in helping our clients. But to sort of toss it back to you again, what would you like to? I guess you can go to our website here. It just popped up on the screen, and apply not only to the newsletter, but you can send me a free message for a free consultation on that newsletter, and I invite you all to do that. I'll give you a call or I'll email you, whichever works best for you. But tossing it back to you, let's talk a little bit more about now what works in trying to apply for this loan or line of credit.
Great. So we've kind of talked earlier about the five C's that come with getting access to credit. That being character, credit, capacity, collateral. Gosh, I think I'm stuck on 4. Did I hit that? Collateral, credit, capacity, character, and capital.
Yeah.
You get capital necessary if there's any sort of payment required to build equity in whatever you're acquiring. So in addition to having a partner who's able to prepare you, say on the financial side, be able to show that your business, does have the history to support the next step that you're trying to get it and bridge over to. One thing I love to do as a banker is getting a chance to see your business, getting a chance to kind of, go in those brick and mortar doors, or actually we know there's many online companies these days too. Show me your website on that smartphone. Give me a feel for everything that you have. The more that we can really understand, what is that you're doing, and really see that you as the business owner are that subject matter expert in your field, as we aspire to be in our own, helps us really understand what it is that you're hoping to accomplish and to be able to achieve those realities there for you. Another thing to keep in mind is the number of years of experience you have in your industry. specifically also the number of years that you have owning your business, is a big part of that character and that history element of your business. Great thing is there are options, even if you are acquiring a business. Maybe you're looking at purchasing something that is similar to what you've done or different than what you've done for a while. Also, I know there's great opportunities for veterans. One of the neatest opportunities I have is when there's someone who's come in, they have a new idea, they're legitimately a startup company, and instead of ending up in a Shark Tank environment, they've come here, we realize that they've served our country. That opens them up to actually some other unique options through the SBA that can kind of get them started on making their dream. And many people don't know about that, and there are many who have worked to serve our country and aren't aware of those sort of benefits. One note with U.S. Bank in particular, actually, in terms of number of SBA and volume of SBA lending done in 2012, second largest SBA lender in the country. And here within our market, U.S. Bank is actually the second highest lender in SBA lending volume in Los Angeles, and first in terms of number of SBA units here in Orange County. So even here in our local market, U.S. Bank and my branch absolutely are trying to be at the forefront of being able to understand your needs, and again, understanding those elements such as, well, what is your experience in your history? What do the financials look like? And again, what is it that you do? Where can I see your expertise in what it is that your business creates or presents, or the service that it generates for others, to be able to make sure we can make your dreams happen?
Well, okay, let's toss it again, how they can reach you, where your branch is. I know we're coming up a little bit on time here, so go ahead. Let's get that commercial in.
Great. So yeah, branch Tanner Gish, branch manager of U.S. Bank, 562-698-2525 or www.usbank.com. I know you mentioned at the beginning of this session, mention your email. I can provide that for you to reach me as well. That would be Tanner, TANNER.Gish, G as in George, ISH, at usbank.com. And also invite you to look at usbankconnect.com, our free resource for business owners.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Just so we don't run out of time while you're talking, but let's go back and talk a little bit more about that guy getting the loan. That's one of the most important things I want our listeners and viewers to understand, is that banks have to operate under a certain set of rules, and while they want to lend you the money, there are things that you must do in order to show that you can pay that money back. There are other, I guess, alternatives to going to a bank, and sometimes they may be better, sometimes maybe not. But as we all know, there's a bank there, and you have that relationship with the bank, or with that particular person at the bank. And that's what we want to talk about, and that's what we have been talking about today. So if you're thinking about expanding your business, or starting your business, or doing anything that's going to require capital, if you need to buy equipment to take it to that next level, I hope that you've gotten something out of this show today to make you think. Because what I want people to do is to give you a call. I want them to stop in and sort of, I don't want to say shoot the breeze, but sit down and say, look, I have this. I've got 3 pieces to the puzzle. I need 2 more. Help me find how to get those other 2 pieces. So whether or not they are starting it, or even if they are already in business, they don't need to rush out and commit themselves. They need to be ready. They need to have, in essence, that game plan, a business plan, which we haven't covered at all. That's a component of any business. But in that, it is how to get that capital. Absolutely. And you and U.S. Bank are a large part of that. And I want everyone out there to realize that banks can be good. You just have to know what you're doing, and that's what it's all about. Anyway, this is Anthony Sykes. We're on the Rant Radio Network, and we'll talk to you after the break. You're listening to the Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. We'll be right back.
DM Narc Radio Show is now airing on the Rant Radio Network. You've heard the three guys Rant refer to us as the Clam Chowder Power Hour. Now we get to bring our New England humor over to Los Angeles. We'll be airing Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern, and we'll cover everything from local to national politics and news. Guess what? We're uncensored too. I'm Dave. Join me and Nick Friday on the Rant Radio Network.
Theticketsurgeon.com. Reach us at 855-WIN-4-199.
Did you get caught speeding, texting while driving, or doing anything else you weren't supposed to do?
Give us a call. Don't miss work. Don't lose out on the money. Don't get any more points. What about your insurance? Let us fight for you. Theticketsurgeon.com at 855-WIN-4-199.
What up, foodie freaks? It's Chef Bev Lazo with the Culinary Trend Show. Join me and my brigade every Thursday night from 8 to 9 p.m. where we will be cooking up some crazy stuff that will give you the appetite for discussion. It's all about the good food, good friends, and good times. Only here on RantRadioNetwork.com.
We are the Three Guys Rant with Arvin, Mike, and Phil.
Coming to you on the Rant Radio Network every Monday from 6 to 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can call us at 855-69 The Three Guys.
It's not the Three Guys. This is why you should turn in, because one has Tourette's, the other one's illiterate.
You really should listen, then you never know what's going to happen.
855-69 Guys, G-U-Y-S, and the number 3, not the.
Faces for radio, voices for the deaf.
Look forward to talking to you.
Hey, I'm audio candy. I don't know about you guys.
Welcome to Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. I am your host, Anthony Sykes. Welcome back, everyone. You're on the Rant Radio Network. I'm your host, Anthony Sykes. Give us a call at 855-969-7268 or send me an email if you'd like me to answer your question on the next show. My email is asykes@sykesaccounting.com. Our guest was Tanner Guest from U.S. Bank, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Now, couple things that are coming up here. I invite you to visit the website, and on there I'm going to be entering in the new website or seminar schedule coming up. It's not on yet. It'll be up by the 1st of next week, August 27th. The Board of Equalization is sponsoring another small business seminar. These are great seminars because they are for small business, and they are directed at anyone who is in business, who is thinking about business, who is working in a business and wants to expand their knowledge, and also those who want to network. Typically, there are between 300 to 500 people that attend these events. They are free. The only thing you need to do is sign up on the Board of Equalization workshop. All the agencies will be there. EDD, obviously the Board of Equalization, the Franchise Tax Board, the SBA, and the Small Business Development Corporation. Now, what they do, in case you as well as you may know or you may not know, they help small businesses develop their business, such as with business plans and so on. And they help you sort of in an incubator fashion. They'll direct you to one of their local centers. Now, also, and lastly, I should say, the Internal Revenue Service is there. I have been asked to do the Internal Revenue Service presentation. It will be on business records. That is one of the most important subjects that you need to know as a small business, because not only is it good for your taxes, it's good if you want to get a loan, but it's great because you will know how your business is doing. And I cover all those reasons why and how you need to do it, as well as some tips from a business point of view. So I hope you can attend. It's going to be on August 27th. It's going to be in West Covina. And the specific address will be on my website, as I said, by next week. But also you can go to the Board of Equalization website and take a look at it. That's boe.ca.gov, and just look under, I believe, is business and seminars, meetings, and you can see the website. You can see the website listing for all the seminars coming up. Now, also coming up in September, September 10th, 16th, and 24th, in Bell Gardens with the Bell Gardens Chamber, I will be doing a seminar, or a series of seminars for small business. And they are directed at such things as, do you have a business plan? And it talks a little bit about how to set up your business plan. Talks about the differences between the organizations that you might, organizational setup. So what's the difference between a sole proprietor, an LLC, a corporation, a C corporation, and an S corporation? And I'll discuss what the advantages are and disadvantages are of each one, and why you might want to entertain one over the other. And lastly, it talks about taxes and record keeping, which is part of the seminars that I do for the Internal Revenue Service, and we'll cover those. I invite you to contact the Bell Gardens Chamber, Carlos Cruz, and let's get those dates set up, or make those reservations in there. I think it's going to be a great show, especially whether you are thinking about starting a business, or are you in business, or even if you've been in business for 3, 4, 5 years. There's something new in there. As you know, the economy is moving. It's moving slowly, it's moving uneven, but things have changed. You may or may not be doing this business the same way you were if you have been in business for some time, 5 years back. Technology has moved. Most of the time you need to have the app on your business card so people can look you up on their smartphone. And that wasn't around 5 years ago. Maybe it was. I'm just that far behind. But I'm still working on getting that app for my website so that you can pull it up. The last one I have coming up in September is on the 25th, and that will be in conjunction with TeleQ Community Capital. And that's going to be partly about what we talked today on how you can get access to capital. What do you need to do to get ready to go into the bank, to go into your credit union and make a presentation so that you can be successful in getting that loan or line of credit, or whatever it is that you're, the equipment purchase, the money needed to buy that equipment, if that's what you're going to do. So the theme through all of these is you're going to need to have some type of plan, a business plan. And not to give it away, there are two types you could do, a sort of quick one and a more detailed one. But also, if you are entertaining having investors, you're going to have to set up and have that plan ready, because nobody will give you money if you're not going to. Now, on the screen here, we talked a little bit about what we offer, and that's a industry analysis. You can take a look at that. What I really want you to pay attention to is, this is a limited service restaurant. The gross profit margin, the inventory days, accounts receivable days, and accounts payable days The printing lettering is not that great, and I apologize for it. I got there a little late to set this up, but it's the numbers. This is kind of what the bank is looking at when you look at your business, look at your industry. So if your gross profit margin is not the same or better, then it's possible you need to do some type of close look at your business to find out if you need to reduce some expenses or something, because this is an average, and we do this. We give this industry analysis for we offer that for free, so that you can take a look and see what it is we do. We have a more detailed report that we do, and that takes a lot more work and effort because we need information from you. We need to sit down with you and learn about your business and so on. But we'll cover that on future shows and show how that works. What I would like to do now is invite you to go to our website, sign up for the newsletter. We give lots of business tips. There's lots of things on that website that you may find interesting and helpful. Also, you can ask for a free consultation. I can give you a call. We can meet. What we do is help you keep more of what you make, and that's our mission. Our mission is to also help you grow your business to whatever size that you want to grow it to. Now, one of the things in a little remaining time here, I always like to talk about some things that IRS is doing. They have changed the office and home deduction. And I don't mean that they've gotten rid of it. They sort of simplified it. In the past, you had to keep a certain amount of documentation, and you still should. But what they are offering you is sort of a flat rate home office deduction. And if that works for you, you could use that, and you don't have to keep as much documentation as you did before. So that flat rate could be as much as $1,500. And basically by taking that flat rate, you just, I haven't seen the new forms yet. They don't start working on them for another month or so. Once it comes out, you take that flat rate, and you don't have to go through the calculation of the square footage of the office that you have and the square footage of your home, and calculating all that out, and then the percentages of the utilities and the mortgage or real estate taxes or so on, if those are good expenses. So that seems to be a pretty decent deal if you are considering it, if you don't keep good records. Although I always stress, keep good records, because normally if you have the good records, you can get more, and you will be able to keep more because you have the records to substantiate that. Now, I guess coming up in the future, I'm looking to bring in some other type business people. I hope that you will send me your ideas and your thoughts. What I'm looking at is those who would start a business or in business, who would be out there that they could use to help them grow their business. So until the next time, this is Anthony Sykes, the Rant Radio Network, and I'll see you next time. You're listening to the Sykes Accounting and Consulting Radio Show. We'll be right back.